Aloha, and welcome to the Murph's Place 808 for the Love of Golf podcast. I am your host, Murph. What is going on, people? I hope everybody has been good out there, staying safe, maybe playing some golf. I got to tell you guys, it was pretty funny. We had a guy from Alaska. We had a lot of people from Alaska this year at the course. Well, I shouldn't say just this year. I mean, this is the first year I worked there at the Village Course at Waikoloa. And we had a guy, Pete, from Alaska, and he was there for a couple of weeks, played golf with us, played the Skins game, and he had to go back to Alaska like a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago now. And he was like, yeah, I'm going back to 40 under temperatures. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? And so after he got back, he sent me a couple of videos. I mean, it is blowing and snowing and cold. I'm like, dude, you need to get back to Hawaii. So, Pete, I hope you're staying warm out there in Alaska. And we'll see you next time you come into town, buddy. Anyhow, I hope everybody else has been good. I hope you guys have been playing some golf. It's been really windy up here lately. And I had a birthday on Monday, and normally I go play golf, obviously, on my birthday. However, it was so windy Monday, I didn't want to go anywhere. So, oh well, I made up for it, though, because today we went and played Nanea. Darren Hayashi is a caddy there, and Leland, who I work with, he's a caddy also. So the three of us went and played Nanea. Now, I'll tell you what, that course, it's the premier course in the state of Hawaii. And it's not easy. At least it wasn't easy for me that day. I mean, it was, the greens are very, very challenging. I mean, I'm glad Darren was there to help me read the putts, because it could look like it's doing one thing and it does the total opposite. And they were so quick, and he said they were slow. So I don't know. It was fun. We didn't play great. I lost $30 to Leland. He beat me on the back in the overall, and I pressed him and lost. So anyhow, congrats to Leland for beating me. But anyhow, great course. If you get a chance to play it, you should. It's really exclusively private. But if you know somebody that can get you on there, you should go play it if you're here. Beach Boys, they played Hawaii Prince on Monday. Steve and those guys. Like I told you guys in the past, if you want to go play, they play every Monday. You don't have to play every Monday. You can pick and choose what Mondays you want to play, but you do get points for every Monday that you show up. It's a good group of guys, and I'm planning on playing with those guys. I got a tournament the 24th and 25th of this month over on Oahu for the 4-ball, me and Joe P. And so I'm going to play that following Monday before I fly back over here. But you could go to beachboysgolfclub.org and leave them a message about coming out and playing with them. And it's really nice for you guys that are visiting the islands. It's a good way to go play some golf, way cheaper than what you would be paying as a tourist. So you can give those guys a call and find out when they're going to be playing if you're in town, and go play with them. They're good group of guys. STB, that's Dan Messner's group, Shank It, Tank It, or Bank It. They played Kapolei last week, and then they're going to play Hawaii Prince this Saturday. Same thing. You can go to Facebook and STB, and you can contact those guys about going and playing with them on a Saturday and checking it out. It's good. They play Skins and Greenies, and I'm not sure. They may play another game. I can't remember, but it's another good group of guys. A couple of the guys that play Beach Boys play on that group also. The VGA, the Veterans Golfers Association. Those guys played Kaneohe Clipper last week, and I'm not real sure where their tourney is this week, if they have one this week or when the next one is. Excuse me. I know they posted it, or not really posted where the tournament's going to be, but a couple of the guys were talking about having problems signing up for it or whatever. So you can go to vga.org and get more information about joining those guys. It is a veterans group, but you don't have to be a veteran to play. If you have a family member that was a veteran, that qualifies you to play. You'd be playing in the family division. But it's a good group of guys too. A couple of those guys playing those other groups also. So, Hawaii State Golf Association. So we have the 4-ball tournament coming up this month. So February 17th and 18th is going to be the A and the B flights playing. And then the following weekend, the 24th and 25th, the championship flight, the senior flight, and the women flights, they play. And that's always held at Ted Makalena. It's a municipal course, but I'm telling you, that course is always in good shape for this tournament. I really enjoy playing it. And the next tournament coming up is going to be the Hawaii State Amateur. It is going to be March 14th through the 17th. It's going to be held at Leilehua. And it's kind of weird this year. I saw on the website that they were having this tournament when I was doing my schedule and giving the dates to Kevin about when I need to be off for tournaments. There was not a senior division, which is odd because we played it last year. And here to come to find out, I guess the senior division is going to play in July for the Hawaii State Amateur. So that's going to be in July. So we really I don't have anything in March as far as the tournament goes. And Keith, if you're listening, sorry, I called you a couple of times because I was concerned that there wasn't a senior flight. And then I realized when I scrolled down a little bit further, it's going to be in July. So, and it said for the site to be determined. I hope it's at Leilehua. I like playing at Leilehua. It's a good course. And yeah, I hope it's there. All right, so let's take a short break, and we'll be right back. Hi, I'm Murph, a passionate golfer and host of the Murph's Place 808 for the Love of Golf podcast. I have been involved in the golf industry for over a decade, and my passion for the game has only grown stronger over the years. Through my podcast, I strive to bring the latest news, insights, and interviews with professionals and amateurs in the golf world. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting out, my goal is to provide valuable information and entertainment that will enhance your golfing experience. So if you're looking to improve your swing, stay updated on the latest golf trends, or simply connect with fellow golf enthusiasts, be sure to tune into the Murph's Place 808 for the Love of Golf podcast. Together, let's take our love of golf to the next level. And remember, the best way to stay connected is to subscribe to the Murph's Place 808 for the Love of Golf podcast and join our growing community of golf enthusiasts. So, hit that subscribe button and join me on this exciting journey. All right, welcome back, everybody. PGA news. The last tournament we left off with, we had the Farmers Insurance Open, and the winner of that tournament was Matthew Pavan. He shot 13 under, and he won by one stroke over Nikolai Hojard. The next tournament after that was the AT&T Pebble Beach. Wyndham Clark shot 17 under to win by one over Ludwig Aberg. And they only played 54 holes in that tournament because the weather was pretty crappy. Matter of fact, it was so bad that they decided to play lift, clean, and place. And there's a little bit of controversy, not really controversy, but Wyndham Clark shot the course record of 12 under 60. And there's been some people were saying, it's not really a course record because it was lift, clean, and place. You know, you got to play the ball down. You can't, lift it and clean it and place it. But so they're trying to put like an asterisk behind it that, well, maybe he shouldn't have have the course record because of that. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Do you think that matters, that it was lift, clean, and place? And do you think he deserves to have the course record for that? Let me know. Shoot me an email or go to the website and leave me a note if you think that's if it's legit to you. The next tournament coming up this week is Waste Management Phoenix Open. And the power rankings for that tournament, they have number 1, Justin Thomas, listed as the guy they think is going to win. Number 2, Scotty Scheffler. And number 3, Sam Burns. So good luck to those guys. Let's see what happens if they're going to carry out their predictions. Korn Ferry Tour. We got our Brent Grant watch back on the Korn Ferry Tour. And so January 21st to the 24th, they played the Bahamas Great Abaca Classic. Aldridge Potgieter was your winner, shooting 10 under to finish 2 shots better than Quade Cummins. Brent was not in the field for that tournament, but he was in. I know when we were talking about the Bahama Great Exuma Classic, and Brent was in that one. He shot 6 over to miss the cut, so he did not make the cut in that tournament. I know when I was talking about it before, we weren't sure if he made it or not. But Jeremy Paul, he shot 17 under, and he edged out Kevin Roy by 1 stroke to take the win. And then Brent was not in the Great Abaco Classic, which both tournaments are held in the Bahamas. So I was kind of surprised that he was in one and not the other. But the next tournament is this past weekend, the tournament was the Panama Championship. And Isaiah Salinda was your winner, shooting 12 under, and he won by 8 shots. The next guy was 8 shots. Brent was also not in the field. And we also have the Jared Sawada watch, and I haven't found out for sure or not if Jared is going to be playing on the Korn Ferry this year, but he was not in either any 3 of these tournaments, the last 3 tournaments he was not in. The next event they got coming up this week is going to be the Astara Golf Championship, and that's going to be played in Bogota, Colombia. And Brent will be in the field for that tournament. So good luck to Brent in Bogota. Bring home a win this year. Let's get back on the PGA Tour. Jared, I did not see Jared's name in the field for that tournament. So, but good luck to Brent. Hopefully he wins it. I know I told you guys we're going to try to have Hunter on this week, and I've been talking to him, and we had it scheduled for him to be on the show this week. However, he had some conflicting things and wasn't sure if he was going to make it up, and he wants to come up to the studio to do the show. He doesn't want to do it over the phone. He'd rather do it in person, so it's just a matter of logistics now, finding a time when he can come up. He's not really close to the studio. He's about an hour and a half away probably. So we just need to work out the logistics and get him on the show, which is going to be coming up soon. We're going to talk to him about his experience playing in the Sony Open. So, all right, let's take another short break and we'll be right back. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you have the best music taste out of all your friends and coworkers? The best way to prove it is to stay ahead of all the amazing upcoming talent. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There's some artists out of Ohio that you should definitely be aware of. Decasso, D-C-A-S-S-O, yes, like Picasso, just released a new music video for his song Going Back. This rapper turned singer has an upcoming album this year full of beautiful ballads, R&B slow jams, and hard-hitting rap records. Head to www.smartboystudios.com as soon as you're done listening to this episode of Murph's Place to watch the music video. While you're there, check out the phenomenal C-Money Baby, the Songbird, Corey Gossett, and all the top-tier talent that the Smart Boy production team are working with, such as Eamon Jones, July, 10 Tempo, TYS Markey, D Knight, and much, much more. If you or someone you know needs quality production, mixing, or mastering, just head to the website www.smartboystudios.com and fill out the contact form. You can support Smart Boy Studios by going to shop.smartboystudios.com to buy merch or linktree.com/Smart Boy Studios to check out the Discord server, new releases, and merch. All right, welcome back, everybody. So there's been some news. involving the PGA and the PIF. They had these talks that they were going to possibly merge and make a for-profit entity. And this past week, I think it's great news, but they got a $3 billion investment from the Strategic Sports Group. And it's a bunch of investors, billionaires basically, which they are going to profit off of. And they formed PGA Tour Enterprises. So what does that mean for the merger between LIV and PGA? Could it still happen? Yes, it could still happen. In my opinion, I hope it doesn't happen, but it could still happen. As everybody knows, I'm not a LIV golf fan. Never watched any of it. Don't want to watch any of it. It's not golf to me. It's participation golf. They get money no matter what they shoot. They don't have to make a cut. They could play the worst. They could shoot 100 over and still get $50,000 or whatever the last place money is. I think it was $52,000 this last tournament or something. I saw the there was a breakdown. But what's kind of cool about this new $3 billion investment from this Strategic Sports Group is that $1.5 billion of it will go to the PGA Tour players, becoming equity partners into it. So they said at first like 200 players, but I think the numbers actually shake down to about 193 players will end up becoming equity partners. And the way it works, I'm not going to try to explain it here. You can go online and look it up and see how it's going to be divided. But apparently there's going to be like 3 or 4 zones, and players, depending on their status, like they have full status on the PGA Tour or they've won tournaments or something like that, it's broken down into zones. And so like I think I saw something where like zone 1 was going to get $750 million of the money, and then zone 2 was going to be like $50 million. But zone 1, I think it's the top 36 players or something like that. But you can go online and look it up to see the exact breakdown. But it's pretty cool that now the at least 193 of the PGA Tour players are going to become equity partners into it. So, like I said, I think with this new investment, this $3 billion investment, it kind of regulates the PIF group to a minor investment if they want to get involved into it. Now, the talks are still going on. Who knows if they're going to or not? Like I said, I hope they don't. I'm totally against LIV. And I'm not really happy with Rory McIlroy and his little flip-flop stance on the whole thing. Now to say that the players should be able to come back with no punishment, I don't agree with that. And I don't know. And there's a lot of them. Apparently, him and Jordan Spieth had a conversation, and Rory was he took himself off the group text or something. I don't know, but yeah, I don't agree with that. I think those guys should be punished. I don't think they should be allowed to play the majors. That's a different thing. If they qualify for the majors, then they should be able to play the majors. I don't have a problem with that. But as far as PGA Tour events or DP World Tour events, I don't think that they should be allowed to play in them. And the Ryder Cup, Jon Rahm went to LIV, which he's another two-faced guy that said the complete opposite, or he said one thing and then did the exact complete opposite, going to LIV. Now, I get it. Money talks. Everybody wants to make money. But I don't understand how you can have that firm of a stance on LIV Golf and then flip and then go. Right now I wouldn't have a problem if Rory went, because he's one of my favorite golfers, but I'm not happy with his flip flopping on this whole situation. I'm just glad Tiger Woods is sticking to his full beliefs as from day one, is what he's always said about LIV Golf. So, anyhow, it's good that they're going to get some equity into the tour, and hopefully they won't need to get that LIV Golf money, and we won't become a part of it. The PGA Tour won't become a part of it. I say we like I'm part of it. I'm not part of the PGA Tour, but I just hope they don't do it. I hope it doesn't go through. Another little bit of tidbit of news is that Anthony Kim, if so, for some of you that don't know who he is, he was a really good golfer back in 2000, I want to say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And he as a golfer, he dealt with some injuries. I think he had a wrist injury or a hand injury, something like that. And 2012 was the last time he played. He left the tour and he had an insurance policy, which was a $10 million insurance policy. And he decided to leave golf and take that $10 million policy. Now, that meant that he could not play on the professional golf again. And for 10 years, he didn't. Then somebody saw him. There was a couple of times I remember throughout the years, somebody would show a video of him at the golf range hitting balls or whatever. But he didn't play another event. He never played another PGA Tour event. Well, now there's word that he may be coming back. And I don't know how that works as far as the insurance policy, if he got all of the money or he got only some of it or what. I'm not sure what the deal is with that situation. But because he wasn't allowed to play as long as he had that insurance policy. But now they're talking about him coming back. Is he going to come back to the PGA Tour? Is he going to go live? And I'll tell you personally, I think he's going to go live golf. He left and took the money before. I'm sure he'll take the money this time and go to live golf. Plus, there's no guarantee on the PGA Tour. You know, he's not guaranteed money. He's probably going to have he'll probably be a big draw for some sponsor exemptions to get into tournaments, but he's going to have to qualify to get into the tournaments. And what happens if, he doesn't do well and he's, out? It's not like, I just think that he's going to go to live golf and he's going to take the money like he always has. But you guys let me know. Shoot me an email, merceplace808@gmail.com or on the Spotify. You can leave me a response to the poll question, or not poll question, but the episode question. That's another thing. If you guys listen, please go to Spotify and listen and click there to subscribe. Or it doesn't cost anything, but Spotify goes by their site and not any of the other platforms that the podcast is on right now. So if you could do that, I really appreciate it. Just go like and subscribe there at Spotify. And there'll be a question about the episode, and then you can let me know what you think about the merger or the investment from the Strategic Sports Group. And what do you think about Anthony Kim's return? Do you think that he's going to go live golf or PGA Tour? I really appreciate you guys listening to the show. If you guys have any questions, comments, any topics you want to discuss, please shoot me an email at merceplace808@gmail.com. Or like I said, you can leave me a note on the Spotify website. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. You take your time out of your day to listen to the podcast. And also, thank you to the guys that are supporting the podcast. If you'd like to do that, there's a spot on the Spotify site to do that. Also, I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys are playing golf. I hope you guys are staying safe, having fun, and the new equipment's coming out. Just a heads up, the new equipment from the manufacturers are coming out this month, and we've already got some of the drivers from Callaway. We don't have them out for sale yet, but they are on site. We don't have the TaylorMade stuff yet. The new driver or the any of the clubs from TaylorMade yet. So anyhow, if you guys are playing golf, I hope you hit them straight, hit them long, but don't hit them very often. Aloha, everybody.